at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We're excited to let you know what we love most about the party.
5 things we love. Here we go.
5 things.
5.
After a few years off, we finally attended Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. We have so much to share. We're going to talk 5 things we love, maybe a few things that we didn't love or we wish they would change.
Yeah, because it's not perfect, but it is a pretty special evening at the Magic Kingdom when there's Christmas decorations, everybody's in a happy mood, and you get to see the park at a slightly less crowded level.
And you get to go into the park a little bit early, so if you'd like, you can kind of go in, get something to eat right before the party starts, and then the festivities begin. And I got to say, I felt like I had a VIP access. I actually still have my wristband on. I still have it. I feel like really special. See how long it lasts on my wrist.
So number 1, the atmosphere and decor. That's something that we absolutely love. And you know what? When you're at the Magic Kingdom, it's a very special place anyway. But when it's decorated for the holidays, it just brings it to a whole nother level.
So you have the Christmas tree right in Town Square, illuminating the night and setting the stage for what is to become a really special evening. Then you have the holiday flower arrangements throughout Main Street. One of my favorites is actually seeing the cast members dress up in their holiday outfits.
You know what I noticed too with the cast members is, the cast members at Disney are always usually in a pretty good mood.
Of course.
But when the Christmas music is playing and the holiday music is playing, not only are they in a better mood, but the audience, us who's attending, is in a better mood, and it just makes the atmosphere even better. There's no, sometimes when you're at the Magic Kingdom, it can be a very long day. If you get there right when it opens and you're kind of hanging out into the evening, it's hot, and by the time it gets to 7, 8 o'clock in the afternoon or night, people can get a little cranky. Where the holiday party doesn't start till 7, there's no crankiness really involved. Everybody seemed to be just in such a great mood all night.
Everybody seemed to take my advice about taking a little rest day, a little nap before the party.
Or my advice when I said treat everybody like it's your birthday. Treat everybody like it's Christmas Day. That's what they did.
Yeah, that's what they did. And I got to say, walking in, the cast members high-fiving us, I have just a really special memory of just them being in such great, cheerful holiday spirits, along with their awesome outfits, which I can appreciate.
It was pretty fun.
It definitely makes the atmosphere that much more special. And then just stepping into the park, all around you, it's reds and greens. And then the music is playing, like you said, it definitely chills you out and makes you really excited to be there at the same time.
Especially with all the lights going on and, these new iPhones and cameras that everybody has. You're taking pictures all the time and you're constantly, hey, look at how great this looks in my camera. It's like so fun to just take pictures and video and hang out.
Speaking of pictures, that's another thing that I really loved this time was seeing the photo frames. You get to actually step inside the photo frames. And if you're like me, you kind of want to make it a little extra special by acting while you're doing the photo. I don't know. It's just something I've done since I was little, actually. And you can just have a lot of fun bringing back a special memory like that.
You know what I like, too, is they weren't overly crowded.
Yeah.
Where the crowds are less because this is an after-hours event. Well, it's not an after-hours event. It's a special event.
Well, it's late night hours.
Yeah, late night hours after the park closes. It's not like these character meet and greets where during the park time, there's a huge line and you kind of feel rushed, right? Because you get up to the character and there's a lot of people waiting behind you and you don't want to take your time. You want to get in there, do your business, and get out of there. These frames that they had, there wasn't a huge line. And people are so in a good mood that if you take a couple extra seconds, it's okay.
They're posing that special pose.
Yeah, I think you had a good point, too, where you said, you know what? Do something a little funny, right? Like maybe do one that's a serious pose that you're going to use for your Christmas card, but then also do one that's a little bit goofy.
Especially when you see Stitch. You always got to raise the bar when you see Stitch in the park. So that was fun. I love doing that. And then they also, part of the decor is actually part of the gift they give you when you walk in. It's something that's included with your park ticket for the special event. And it's your holiday ornament, which I thought this year was really a good quality ornament.
Yeah, and bonus too, it's flat, right? Because we travel on planes and
I don't think of that.
I did because I was, our suitcases are always overly packed when we go down. How are you going to get this ornament into your suitcase to travel home? Because that's where you really want it without it breaking. And they were smart. They did a flat ornament so you could easily pack it in your suitcase and it's not going to break on the way home.
Who are you?
What do you mean?
How do you think of that stuff?
I think oh, great, we're going to get an ornament. How am I going to put that on my suitcase? This is not going to help me in Orlando. I got to go travel back to Boston.
Next one, we're talking about the park park being nearly empty at some spots.
There was a couple moments at the park where we're walking around in Adventureland, past Pirates, right in front of the Swiss Family Treehouse, and we both said out loud, "Are we supposed to be here?" Because there was nobody in there.
Yeah, it felt like a closed off area, which in fact it was not. It was just for the party guests. And I got to say, taking photos and being there and being able to kind of spin around in certain areas of the
move
park.
around. You never get to do that.
Never get to do that with my arms out for sure. And so I really thought that's worth a price of admission right there.
We went on Swiss Family Treehouse, and we were the only people on. Now, it's not the most popular ride or walkthrough, but to be able to go through it and with nobody bumping into you behind you or feeling bad if you stop to take a photo, that was something that we've never had a chance to do before.
Yeah, and I've never had the chance to be spooked on that one.
I did scare you. I was kind of like, that was great. We talked about that on the podcast before where the kids and I kind of hop out at you at Tom Sawyer Island. I totally did that to you on Swiss Family Treehouse.
Thanks for that.
It was like one of the most fun parts of my night.
For you.
I got it on camera too.
It's actually pretty scary.
Next one, holiday overlays on attractions. And we're going to talk a lot about this because there are multiple attractions. I do think if I want to spin something where I wish they would do a little bit more of, I think I would like to see a couple more, even though it seems like a lot. Maybe just I want something like the Haunted Mansion with an overlay with Jack Skellington. I thought I only wanted him in Disneyland, but it turns out for the party, I think I want him here.
So they have Space Mountain, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, Tomorrowland Speedway, the Jingle Cruise, of course, and Mad Tea Party. The Mad Tea Party I didn't notice overly overlaid.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. I think that it had maybe colorful elements of Christmas, but it didn't seem something that I had to do because I was going to miss out on a regular time without having the overlay on.
Yeah, I think Haunted Mansion would be perfect for an overlay. No, I think they should probably do it a little bit different than they do in Disneyland to keep that one like that.
Sure, keep it fresh.
But they could do something where they could add a little bit of that holiday vibe throughout the attraction. And maybe 5 is a decent amount of overlays, maybe 1 or 2 more.
So you have Space Mountain that I thought I was not going to like at all because I'm an OG Space Mountain kind of girl. I like to travel to Venus. I like to travel to Mars. I like to be on my rocket ship and look at the galaxy as I'm going through space. But I was surprised pleasantly when we went on, and it was really, really fun. It was intense. The music was very loud and pumping. I almost felt like at one point I was at Universal. Universal Studios seems like it has more of that high music loudness happening.
But it was appropriate music. It wasn't out of the ordinary, a music that you're not really used to, so I enjoyed it.
And the colors were great. I thought it was a really fun way to see Space Mountain in a way you'll never get to see again.
Exactly. And I'll talk about, at the end, we're going to talk about maybe a couple things will change. I'll add something to that.
Okay, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, they were in their holiday dress. They had really fun Christmas-themed jokes going on, which I really like this attraction. I love going through. I think it's more fun when you're going with multiple people. So we were lucky. We got to meet some of our friends on there. And it's just fun to hear their reaction because then they start laughing. You end up beginning to laugh.
Yeah, and they were all pointing at me like they wanted me to get picked, which was not fun. Well, it was fun after the fact that I didn't get picked, but not. I was sweating bullets.
Like, no offense. I love going on rides with just you and I, like date night or whatever, but some of the things need to be done in a group.
Yeah, listen, a lot of things like this, where it's funny and humorous, are always better with a group of friends.
Yeah, I agree. So then you have Tomorrowland Speedway, which I don't remember seeing holiday decked out before, and I thought they did a great job having all these wonderful ornaments and colors all throughout the track.
I thought it was a great way to kind of see the new track, because listen, that's the same thing over and over and over again, and the one thing I did get to do is I got to drive the car for the first time in my life by myself. I thought it was going to be really exciting, but I really felt a little bit awkward.
Oh my God, Gian, I'm riding this all by myself. I don't know what to do.
I'm not going to lie.
Why is that?
Because everybody's kind of looking at me, and I'm this big, giant guy all alone in a car driving along.
So thank you for that. That was entertainment for us all.
Back to the whole with friends thing. You laughing at me while I'm driving the car. But I did get a lot of video of the track, and it was pretty colorful, and it was cool to see the way that they had the track laid out in their holiday decor, and then Space Mountain kind of in the background with its holiday overlay outside.
I always try to speed and erase the person next to me, and I always think that if I push my body back and forth, that I can get the car to go faster.
It doesn't, especially being a big guy like myself. Those things tend to slow down way. What I like to do is I like to just there's no brakes. You just let go of the gas and it stops. I love to get someone real close behind me, like 5 feet, and then just let off the gas and hit the brakes.
You're not supposed to do that.
I know.
Next one, Jingle Cruise, real quick. Not everybody's favorite one, but I particularly love the Jingle Cruise during the party. I think the overlay is cute. I think going through the queue and seeing all the different variations of Christmas decor, it just puts me in a good mood.
Yeah, I enjoy the Jingle Cruise. It's not, I don't know, it's not something I feel like you need to do every single time. It's probably one of my least favorite overlays.
All right, if you could add just one overlay, what would it be?
I think it would have to be Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'd like having a separate feeling in Disneyland, but for some reason this time I was really wishing that they did something.
I'm trying to think of the attractions that are open. Well, they're all open, and in the overlays that they could do. Maybe either Haunted Mansion or something on Big Thunder Mountain, similar to what they do on the Speedway. Maybe they could overlay some decor on the outside of the tracks as you're going through Big Thunder Mountain. Maybe something like that.
I think that would be cool. Or maybe on not so much Peter Pan's Flight, because that's a no-go for you. But I really enjoyed flying the carpets of Aladdin this time.
That was fun.
It was weird because it was just you and I again, no kids. So it's just, take two people taking up a carpet. But I thought that would be cool. Maybe somehow they could do something Christmassy.
Or even maybe in the Swiss Family Treehouse, we went through that. Maybe they could put some holiday decor in there. Although I don't know what kind of holiday decor you have when you live in the jungle in a treehouse.
That's true. I'm not sure. All right, now let's talk about the snacks that they were provided. Some good and bad, I thought. So you get cookies, and it's just exciting because you walk in, and I love how the cast members greet you with open arms, ready to hand you your treats. Like there's no question, right?
And you can get more than one.
That's amazing.
Like you could totally lie and say, there's 4 family members outside. I want 4 cookies. And they're like, no problem. I mean, you probably don't even have to lie. You can just say there's 4 family members. Oh, that's a lie.
No, you just literally go back. There's no line really. I mean, it's fast moving because they have the cast members have it all prepared, ready for you to come inside. So they're ready and waiting for whether it's your cider that you're going to be drinking or your hot chocolate or even, what do you like?
Eggnog.
Yeah.
I do think they need,
I don't know.
I mean, we'll talk about this at the end too. I think if there's a couple things that I would change.
Let's talk about it now.
All right, a couple things I would change. I feel like it's all sweet drinks and cookies, which is fine. But if you're going to have 5 stations, 3 should be sweets and 2 should be savory.
I was craving popcorn with my hot chocolate so badly at some point because I needed something salty. Yes, I could probably buy it, but I really thought it would be neat if they had just one station where it was a little bit savory.
Like how many? It's Orlando. Let's face it. And I know they want to do hot chocolate, but how many hot chocolates do you need when it's 75 or 85 degrees outside in Orlando?
Not only that, but I gotta have milk with my cookie. So at a certain point, I was craving that kind of flavor where I could wash down the sweetness.
Yeah, so either like a pretzel or popcorn, and then 3. So if I could change one thing out of the 5 stations, I would do. I don't even know if there's 5. Is there 5?
I didn't even count how many this
I mean,
time.
we went to 5. So out of the 5 I went to.
Yeah, there's 5.
So I would do 3
We hit
sweets
them all.
and 2 salties.
Shocker.
That's what I wish they would change.
Yeah. We
Or
did
maybe
do
throw in an ice cream or something. Like an ice cream that's a little bit more cold. So a hot chocolate and a cookie. They were all the same. All the cookies felt exactly the same to me.
I would say that's the only thing, although I loved my sugar cookie with the sprinkles. I thought that was the best one. I could have gone back. I actually regret not having more and more because they're packaged in a little plastic, so they are travel friendly. If you didn't get a chance to eat them at the party, you wanted to bring some home, although you might run into Bruce's problem about how to pack them. But I thought that.
Well, I snuck 2 back to the hotel, and they were crumbled by the time I got back there, so
Okay,
it didn't
fair
quite
enough.
work out like that.
All right. Let's wrap it up with Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. This is a long parade.
It is. I thought it was actually short.
No, I thought that this parade was really great. I thought it's just long enough where you don't necessarily take up too much of your time watching a parade, where, because you know, you do want to go to hit the stations and grab your snacks and also ride all the attractions and characters. There was Aladdin there. You definitely want to take the time to see. But I thought this Christmas time parade is perfect. Toy soldiers, again, I think they steal the show. Santa, of course, is great, but the toy soldiers, they march in harmony. They're just so talented.
It was a good show. I do enjoy the Halloween parade a little bit more. So they have 2 times you get to see the parade too, 8 o'clock and then 11 o'clock, I believe it is. So you can, at one of those times, maximize your ride time, because
That's true.
during the parades in the fireworks, everybody seems to congregate along the path of the parade or in front of the castle for the show. And that's a great time to get video or photos or even ride Space Mountain with a 10-minute wait time.
I gotta say, I like the Halloween party a lot because of the Headless Horseman, but seeing it snow down Main Street is something that I think everyone should experience at least once. It's a way where I actually can appreciate snow for a change, and it seems magical. We're from New England, so we really don't love snow because we know what it means. It's beautiful when it falls, but then after a while, it just gets old fast. Seeing it in Main Street, it's just really special.
That's my kind of snow.
Yeah, exactly.
75-degree snow is the kind of snow that I want to be around.
I think so too. But all in all, a great parade. I think they do it very well, and it's a good time to see Santa.
So I very much like the Christmas time at Disney, and I almost was thinking to myself while we were there, I said, you know what? I think I kind of like these Christmas parties and the Halloween parties better than a whole day at the Magic Kingdom. You know, it's a shorter period of time, so you're only there from technically, 6 or 7 to midnight. That's the hours. You can get in a little bit early, but that's the hours of the party. And in that short period of time, you get to do just as much as you would in a whole day. And then that gives you the time during the afternoon to maybe hit the pool or go to a water park or just hang in your hotel and get some lunch, and then get a lot of things banged off the list at night once you go to this party.
I think if you have young kids and they're able to take a nap during the day and you think that they can at least get till 10:30 p.m. without getting too cranky on you, I think it is worth it. I think if you do have kids that how much as you try, you cannot get them to stay up very late past 8 or 9. I know when our kids were little, it was a challenge. So I would probably avoid it at that point and wait until they're older, because then that's when it's worth the money.
Or you go to have a big breakfast, go to the pool, make the kids swim a whole lot, go back to your hotel room at 1 or 2, take an hour or 2 nap, and then you're ready to go for the rest of the time.
Yeah. Or
that's exactly what I did.
Oh, I did 2 shots of espresso.
That's great. The Joffrey's kiosk was a little bit busy there too.
Yeah. So. 6 o'clock, double shot espresso. I was good. I was good till 2 a.m.
All right. Well, question of the show. Have you been to a party, and which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the Halloween party or do you prefer the Christmas party? Let us know in the comments below. As always, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button because it helps us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.